Confirming the night.
Hello everyone, how we doing? Matt England here from England Expeditions. Going to give you a Lake Shelbyville fishing report for June 9th, 2023. Today's lake level is 600.12. Water temperature is as we're off the lake, 76.3. Water clarity, again, 2, 4, 10 to 20 inches, depending on where you're at. Today's crappie mood in the morning was a great bite. We're using those Charlie Brewer sliders, keeping a lot of action on the bait. As soon as that bait hits the shore, as soon as that bait hits the water, you gotta be ready. We call it hitting a hole in one. Every once in a while, there is a fish waiting to hit that bait as soon as it hits the water. So as we were saying, we were using a pretty continual movement with varied action today. Some of it was slower, some of it was at a little faster pace. After that, we decided to go switch it up and go chase a few walleye today. Although we did only boat 2, we're going to kind of go over how we did it. As I've shown before, I use that Scudder slide weight right there, that Guthrie tackle slide weight. I've got it pegged in there with 2 bobber stops. On the back side of that, I have that going into a floating jig head, a floating Lindy jig head that we put a minnow on top of. So that's a floating jig head right there with about an 18-inch tether, keeping that bait 18 inches off the bottom, using those Guthrie tackle slide weights just to work it right off the bottom. And there, as you see, it's a tubular weight, not your conventional split shot, so you don't get hung up near as much. We never got hung up on these, so we're using these, working them just off the bottom and having that tag line at about 18 inches, keeping that floating jig head with a minnow just above it. Now we did catch a really nice carp. We caught several crappie. We did have one 14.25-inch walleye and then one walleye that was just at 14 that we threw back. So that's a great way to stay in the strike zone, having the bait that the fish are becoming very active on feeding on with these bait fish coming out. Using that minnow right now in that shallow water column, you're seeing the fish being busted to the top. So that's what we're using right now, what the natural diet is of those walleye. So that floating jig head, keeping that up about 18 inches off the water. It did work on a couple of them. We just didn't find a bunch of them to see how well we could do. So, as I always say, come Lake Positive Attitude, lead Lake Positive Attitude, introduce young adults as people sport of fishing, keep that legacy going. This is Matt England from England Expeditions, signing out.